joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cowboys will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smalls. They drag him down to the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Razorbacks offense takes the field to start this game off. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how's the guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they were wanting to do. Turning the football over, not enough productive plays, and so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job.
There he goes! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This crowd full of throats, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. And the Razorbacks are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The short hands, it's Crosby. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll immediately call timeout. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Why not trying to get it in? So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Razorbacks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time.
He's got it down the right side. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop two guys just on the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Has the sticks, and he may get more. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Wong. Here comes the heat. Plucks it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
The coaches talked about gotta get to the quarterback, gotta ruffle his feathers a little bit. How about this first drive, man? They've already sacked him twice. This will pay dividends throughout a football game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Extra point here would tie the game. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up in the touchdown.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the ground with the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Look out, he's got room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowboys. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. These guys in a much better position after that penalty on the D. Now it's 2nd and 7. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just...
Into the secondary on the right. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the throw to the sideline is complete. Won't be enough for the 1st down. 3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Rides the back and leaves it. Shakes off the defender. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Myers on the move. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. On the run, fires downfield. Picked off.
Bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
He'll pull it on the read. He'll try to take it back. The tag. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitz.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Cradles it at the 35. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Creates a little room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quickly complete. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. That pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. It's a reverse. And that was a creative play call, but a better defensive play to stop it for no gain.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that 1st down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got his man quickly. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is great.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they turn it into a defensive score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Wong. Got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Zings it complete to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Oh, no guts, no glory. He's coming out of the end zone. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Handoff to the lone back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gonna swing it on second down. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Wong. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back to throw, it's Wong. Unloads it downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
This defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Might as well give it to him again. Breaks the tackle.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. And the Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They'll leave it with him. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. End off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to the... Your defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying to move them on the counter. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. They'll send out the kicker here. Smashes it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Landry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Chang. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
The handoff, keep working on that clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Cortez. They'll run the screen. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Second down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
29 Philly, 2-9-50.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the drive.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity.